Oh, why hello! Welcome back to Shark Gaming plays Skyrim. See? Look, there it is. Can you see it? See the sky of the rim? It's the rim of the sky. Rim sky. Skyrim. Alright, last time we beat the crap out of Alduin.
Let me guess.
Shut
Someone
up!
stole your sweet roll.
God! Let me in! Anyways, right now, in this video, we are going to be convincing this gentleman right here to let us, like, capture or hold our pet dragon somewhere in
What
here.
is it that you need?
I need your place. I need to trap a dragon.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
Yes. It's the only way to stop the dragons.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. According to legend, although I never thought to put the tale to the test.
Yeah,
Jarl
well,
Olaf One-Eye
we
was,
are.
who later
That's
became High King.
what we're going to do.
They
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
Numenor
Blah blah blah.
was the
Blah
dragon.
blah 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 blah.
What you're asking for? You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city with the I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting. You want me to let a dragon? There must be another way.
No.
The risk is too great.
No.
Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
This one.
Spoken like a true Nord.
Yeah.
I'll stand beside you, Dragonborn.
Fuck yeah.
Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
Yeah.
I want to help you, Dragonborn.
You better.
And I will.
I will yell
I
at
need
you.
your help first.
Damn it.
Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't
Maybe
risk
if you
weakening
were
the city while we are under the
loyal
threat of enemy
to
attack.
the Stormcloaks
Sorry.
instead of the Imperials. Just saying, bro. Just saying. Going back on your heritage. People look down on that. People look down on that. What if you didn't have to worry about an enemy attack?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too
Well,
deep.
let me work my pretend magic.
What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council,
Oh my
then
god.
maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
Okay.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
Alright,
Now, if you
seems
don't
like
mind,
this video
I've
is
got
going to
a
be a
city
whole
to
lot
keep.
of talking. Because that's usually what happens during negotiations. So, I apologize in advance for the lack of action that's going to occur throughout the rest of this video. Yes. But, hold on. What's that? But, if you want to see some action, the last video previous to this one was pretty good. If you haven't watched it, I do suggest going to watch it. If you have watched it and you don't want to watch this one, I suggest watching it. Hello.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him?
Kinda.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
I need to capture a dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
I need you to help stop the war.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Jarl Balgruuf won't help me while the war
I see.
rages.
The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Okay. If I do this, will I learn something new? Let's try it.
You have learned so much already, but there are many words. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper
Okay,
your...
well, I don't need
Deliver the
that.
message
I can
to
do that
the
on my own.
warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to terms.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.
High above,
Yeah.
voice within.
Now what? Where are we going? Where are we going? We are going to Windhelm and to Solitude. We'll start with Solitude first. I don't know why. I don't know. That's just what I chose, okay? Don't judge me. Well, it's nighttime. So, hello, Mr. Drunk Man. Let's see.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
Oh, yeah. Don't
You
bother
might
me.
want to rethink that.
I don't want to
One
be a
like you must have plenty
part
games.
of your scheming.
But I'm afraid I'm too busy to hear 'em.
Please stop talking to me. Okay.
Staying out of trouble.
Nope. Nope. In fact, that's the exact opposite of what I'm doing here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle?
Yup.
Do you have some reason to be here, citizen?
Yup.
Have we? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, of course.
Try to cut my head off.
You were at Helgen.
Yeah.
One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly.
Yep. I'm not exactly.
I suppose that's true. Fine.
Not exactly.
Why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone
I don't
resourceful
want to
like
join the
you.
Imperial Legion.
Not
I'm just
many
lying
survived
through my
Helgen.
teeth.
Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
It was.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar,
Speak
and
with Legate
Winterwolf
Ricka.
support him.
Like a
Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me?
Convince a peace council at
Why?
High Hall.
There's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
Well, we'll talk about that later, but for now I need a dragon. And when I deal with the dragons, y'all can resume your war, and I may or may not be on the
They are
opposite
getting
side
to be a
of your
problem.
war.
But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to
Because
fight
I
dragons.
have and will
My
always
job is
hate
to quell
the
this rebellion,
Imperials
and I intend
in this
to
game.
do just
I don't know
that.
why.
Dragons or
Maybe
no dragons.
in Skyrim I'm racist against the Imperials, but I've literally never liked the Imperials. That's been since Morrowind up through now. It's going to be through and forever, basically. In fact, in Morrowind I killed the Imperial God just for shits and giggles. The dragons are a bigger problem than the Stormcloaks right now.
I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by
Are you
all
serious?
reports, the Stormcloaks
They're
are suffering just as much as we are from these
Fucking
dragon
dragons.
attacks. Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested. Most of the
really care.
Legion is tied down on the border with the Aldmeri Dominion. The Emperor can't afford to risk weakening Cyrodiil's defenses. From the
Fuck
Imperial
Cyrodiil.
City, our war here is just a sideshow. An interlude before the main event against the Thalmor resumes.
Just
Yes, fine. I'll come to this
thank
Greybeard
you.
Council. For all the good.
Don't make me yell at you.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
You're a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, Jen.
What is it? Dragons?
Nope. Just an owl. Just an owl. You're pretty paranoid, just so you know. Alright. To Windhelm. Where's it at? Where am I? Windhelm. Where the hell am I? Is this not? Here it is. Okay. Windhelm. No. Come on. Go. Oh my god. Can you go to Windhelm? Did I not go in? Oh my god, I didn't go in. Okay. Delicious. Delicious coffee. This way. Okay. Please auto run. Thank you. Sprint. Thank you. Very nice. Very nice. I have come to join the Stormcloaks. But first, I need to get a dragon. Trust me. Do what I say. I'll have a dragon. You understand that?
Come here
A
where you're
fucking
not wanted.
dragon.
You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
I'll deal with that later. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Not exactly sure if I decide to continue playing instead of switching over to
Spare a coin
shut
for
the fuck
a
up.
poor old woman.
Go get a job.
It's
If
no
I
secret the
switch
Aretino
to
boy is doing some rich.
Elder Scroll Online, which I'm really leaning towards that.
Stay away
Really
from
am.
the Aretino residence. The place is cursed.
It's not
You'll
cursed.
come around.
Okay,
Don't
it's
be
just a
so
kid
sure of that.
trying to
We've
summon
intercepted
the
couriers
Dark
from
Brotherhood,
Solitude.
okay?
The
I
Empire's
remember
putting a great
And
deal of
Jarl,
pressure
just so
on
you
us.
know,
Come to join
foreshadowing
the war.
something to do with
Speak with
your
Galmar. He
your
handles the new recruits.
chief advisor is actually like trying to kill you or something. I don't remember.
Good. And what would you have me do?
Yeah,
If
this
he's
guy.
not with us. He's against us.
He knows that.
Evidence
They all know that.
for science.
How
Speak
long
with Galmar.
are you going to
It's
wait?
about time they turn their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
They want you to stop fighting.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Good. We still hold half of Skyrim
Ah, I
despite
did it in
everything
order.
the Empire could throw at us.
On accident.
I doubt the Empire has the stomach for much more bloodletting. Yes, I'll give Tullius one
My
more
dog
chance
just
to
panicked
put
and
Skyrim
freaked out
with
and
his
ran
tail
off.
between his legs.
Oh no.
You think
Time
I
out.
need to send
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
taking his city
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then.
soon?
I still say you
Time
should
out, I'll be right back.
all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
I have returned.
The people are behind you.
Alright.
many, I fear, still need convincing.
So my girlfriend's dad's
Let
wife
them
kicked him
die
out.
with their false
Tried to break
kings.
down his
We've
or
been
break
soldiers
apart
a long
his
time.
80-inch
We know the
TV.
price
Started
of
throwing his DVDs.
but people are still
He
weighing
had
things in their
clothes
hearts.
in a box, and she starts pouring bleach into it. So he's been staying with us. He stayed with us last night. He's gonna stay with us tonight. And then tomorrow,
Greybeards have called the police
he's
council.
going to be moving into his new house. And in like 3 days, this is ridiculous. In 3 days, he was able to find a it's a 1,300 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-story house for $1,100. We looked for 3 months, couldn't find anything, and ended up in a slightly bigger 2-bedroom apartment than we have now. It's 1,100 square feet versus 800 square feet, which is, in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty big compared to what we had. But it's like, well, you motherfucker. Really, in 2 days you found a house, that the house we were looking for in 2 days, and we couldn't find, and it was a lot longer than 2 months. We started technically looking like last November, basically. Whatever.
I should not have agreed to host this council.
Yes, you should.
The great peace? I doubt it. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. You know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending.
Okay. That
So
wasn't
it
a
is
word.
proved.
It was more of
But
a
regrets are pointless. Here we are.
phrase.
Take your seat at the council table.
Where's
and let
the
us
table?
see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
What table? There's no fucking table here. What the fuck are you talking about? When the fuck did we get ice cream? Seriously, where the fuck is the table?
So,
Okay.
Arn
Hello.
Gear, is it?
Fuck
You
your
know why
cups.
we're here. Are you going
Yeah.
to let us in or not?
There's flowers. Alright, everybody. If y'all can, have a seat. What are we waiting on? Hello? Oh. Why did y'all bring so many damn people? Seriously? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 2. 2 people.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin.
Negotiate a truce. Alright. Let's go. Do you?
I hope that we
I
have
do.
all
Do
come
you?
here in the
I
spirit
do.
You
of-
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh?
They're right there,
To
you
think
know.
that I would sit down at the same table with that.
That was actually
Foul more
like
bitch.
the Greybeards.
Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this.
Goddamn right you will.
But she is to
motherfucker.
observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be
We're
able to
here
resist.
to arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely
What would the
out of
Empire
character.
want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
Shut up.
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
About $3. Fuck. Ugh.
In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver.
Yes.
Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink. Fair enough. I was hoping you could put aside your loyalties for the greater good, but I see you're firmly in Ulfric's camp. Still, Winterhold would allow us to directly threaten the rebel supply lines out of Windhelm. Better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth without a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
I don't blame you, Dragonborn. You made the best of a bad situation. But I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
very pretty speech. But what does
That's
it have
enough
to
out
do
of
with
you.
the...
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
You see what talking to them gets us?
Out with it, then.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation
This
for
is
your
our
butchery
homeland,
at-
Tullius. All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
You've been even-handed so far. What do you say to our demand?
But I don't even know. Fine.
Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Ulfric will allow Imperial troops to enter Winterhold. Courier will replace Kraldar as Jarl. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. You both agree to this?
I shouldn't agree to terms that so blatantly favor the Empire. I have no choice, though, under the circumstances. But once Alduin is defeated, then it will be the Empire's turn. Remember Evgir Unsla. You should be pleased, Elisif. You've done well for yourself as the Empire's pet Jarl. But beware, the Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms to you.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it. I'm afraid
There's one more thing.
You see this one?
We know about
I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is.
You discovered who the great... Okay.
Parthenax, the dragon that the Greybeards have been protecting for all these years. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him.
Why?
Until he's dead.
Why?
Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continue to help you. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do.
To talk to
the
Parthenax.
Greybeards are so afraid that they won't use it. Think about it.
I've heard this before.
And they're afraid of... Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us.
Rude.
Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
That's fair. That's fair. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed all the negotiating and talking, and didn't I... Oh, that was that one. Yeah, I feel better. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, the negotiations and all that sort of stuff, you know, the talking and whatnot, well, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe as always. Come back and see some more. I'm sure I'll have another one up soon. Probably going to continue recording here right away, actually, because, you know, I find these parts of the storyline rather boring and tedious, and I like to kill things. So, probably why I've never actually finished the storyline to begin with. So, anyways, come back, see some more. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, as always, you have a good rest of your day.